Good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream. Today is November the 3rd. I'm going to do your Just for Today in a meditation. I'm brought to you by Hope Through Navigation. This is our H.O.O.D recovery services. And you can reach me at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. Let me share our screen for today. The title of the meditation for today is No Matter What. It reads, we eventually have to stand on our own feet and face life on its own terms. So why not from the start? Basic text, page 88. Some of us feel that we should protect newcomers by telling them that while everything used to be horrible, now that we're in recovery, it's all wonderful. We feel that we might scare someone away if we speak of pain or difficulties, broken marriages, being robbed, and the like. In a sincere and well-intentioned desire to carry the message, we tend to talk glowingly only about what's going well in our lives. But most newcomers already suspect the truth, even if they've only been clean for a few days. Chances are that the life on life's terms, the average newcomer is experiencing is quite a bit more stressful than what the average old timer deals with each day. If we do manage to convince a newcomer that everything becomes rosy in recovery, we had better make sure we are there to support that newcomer when something goes wrong in his or her life. Perhaps we simply need to share realistically about how we use the resources of Narcotics Anonymous to accept life on life's terms, whatever those terms may be on any given day. Recovery and life itself contain equal parts of pain and joy. It is important to share both so the newcomer can know that we stay clean no matter what. Let me repeat that last sentence. It is important to share both so the newcomer can know that we stay clean no matter what. Just for today, I will be honest with the newcomers I share with and let them know that no matter what life brings, we never have to use drugs again. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Please and thank you. I hope that everyone is having a beautiful morning today. I feel peaceful, running a little bit behind, but nonetheless, I feel peaceful. The alarm clock went off and I failed to get up. I was exhausted after class ended last night at 10 p.m. So here we are in November 3rd. We're in today. We're all alive. And we're talking about no matter what. And the feel of this meditation comes down to whether or not we feel that we can share honestly about our good days and our bad days, our good situations as well as our bad situations. When we're in the meeting, sharing our experience, strength, and hope, everyone has different instructions about how to share. However, the main thing that we need to keep in mind is that we're free to be who we are. We share about things that are affecting our recovery. And if possible, bring the solution. As we're sharing, a lot of times what we need to do is being revealed to us as well, because the atmosphere of recovery is present. The spirit of the group is present, and our collective minds are present. And we take that moment of silence. That is a serious moment of silence. So oftentimes when we take a risk and begin to share, even in the moment that we're hearing our voice on our own ears, our God, our higher power, is giving us revelation as to the next steps that need to happen. That's why when we share, a lot of times we leave the meeting feeling much better. Hopefully, you feel like you can share honestly, regardless to whether there's newcomers there or not. I know a lot of times the format of the meeting is changed to focus on a newcomer or a first step meeting if they're present for the first time. I know that happens. However, we still get to share our experience, strength, and hope. And if we can't stay on topic, that's not, I mean, that's okay. You can still share. If something is bothering you, you can still share exactly where you're at. And it's important for the newcomer not to have this rosy colored glass painted for them. We don't want them to think that just because you stop using everything's going to get great. A lot of times, in fact, because they do think that, they do think, oh, now I have 3, 4 days clean. I shouldn't be feeling this way. And because they don't like the way that they feel, they go back to using, which is what they've always done, which is why they are not able to collect or accumulate clean time. Remember yesterday we talked about being vigilant in the here and now. So the newcomer has to learn the truth about recovery. And the only way they learn the truth about recovery is when we share honestly with the newcomer and we let them know that no matter what comes your way, we just don't pick up. You want to be a part of this no matter what club. We do not pick up drugs no matter what. We don't use at all, regardless to what we are facing. And when we are facing something, the thing that we pick up is our telephone, our cell phone. We pick up our car keys and head over to another recovering individual's home, or we meet them at the coffee shop, or we meet them at the park. That's what we do different. Just because we stop using doesn't mean life stops happening. What changes is our insides. We refuse to use. I was talking to a lady, and I'm not really sure how much she knows about the disease of addiction, but she was questioning whether or not someone that she's close to would actually be able to stay stopped because all they're focusing on is not using. And she wanted to know, quote unquote, how sustainable this recovery would be. It sounds like the same typical stigma of once an addict, always an addict. Sounds like, yeah, you can stop, but you can't stay stopped. You're just focusing on the stopping and not what made you actually use to begin with. Well, I come to tell you, not using must come first. Figure that piece out. Figure out not using. Get that system down. And as you develop this vigilance to not use, no matter what, over a day-to-day basis, and you start getting clarity, now let's start involving getting other individuals into our network from the meeting. And then now we're looking for a sponsor. And now we're writing on our first step and covering it. The change, the inside change that needs to come will come for the newcomer, but it doesn't come overnight. And recovery is very sustainable. very sustainable. So, what we want to take away from this is that we want the newcomer to hear us share honestly our experience, strength, and hope so that they can see and hear how we individually chose not to pick up, we chose not to use, no matter what came to our door. My name is MightyStream. Have a beautiful day. I'll look forward to talking to you tomorrow.